Hey everybody, Tony with OVN. Want to do another OVN Ambassador Athlete update. I was trying to do these weekly, every other week, but that's a lot. I didn't think it was when I started out, but it's been well over a month. We've had lots of events going on with OVN, good things, outreach in our Veterans Village. But our Ambassador Athlete program is an extension of that. So this is our outreach that gets out into those areas where we know our veterans go, their comfort zones like motocross tracks, race tracks, going out to football, baseball games, things of that nature, to the gym. So this update is about what our team is doing. We're a little over about 25 athletes, I believe now. We've got some more guys and girls that are looking to get involved, and we're trying to work through those now. We have a little bit of an application process, so we're going through that with some, and some just starting. So it's really exciting. Our ambassador athletes are active. They're out there looking to ways to help their fellow veterans. But the main thing is to see is this video is to let you know what they're doing, what's out there, what their names are, what they're competing at, where they're going to be competing. And if you're interested in learning more about getting involved in one of these sports or the program, reach out to one of them or to us at OVN. And at the end of the video, we'll remind you what our website is and how to contact us. But anyways, getting on to the athletes and what's been going on. It's been, like I said, since July or June since we've given an update. We start off with, Chris Walsh. Chris is one of the athletes, been with us a long time. Chris still serving on active duty. Um, and Chris is just an amazing guy. I mean, he works with another organization, Wear Blue, Run to Remember. He's a mentor with that program. But he was out with us at Jennerstown Speedway, drove one of the local team's cars. Golick Motorsports was kind enough to put Chris in a car. We did a special awareness piece, veteran suicide prevention. Spent some time with some Gold Star families, and let me tell you, we can't say how much we appreciate what Chris does and did for those families, and to help us with the mission here. Um, and he's got some exciting stuff coming on. He's on a little bit of a break. From what I understand, the race team is switching over a few things, and and sponsorship's a big deal in any kind, especially racing at that level. It's a lot of money, so they're always looking for support, trying to maintain that. Um, so we'll be seeing him back on the track. He's doing a bunch of e-racing. I saw a new cockpit. I call it a cockpit. I don't know if that's what it's called in a race car, but in a fighter jet it is. And he's been getting some practice laps in there. So looking forward to that. But make sure you follow him on social media, Chris Walsh Racing. Um, Also, speaking of the racetrack, Rob Mao, our Navy veteran, new ambassador athlete, started with us this year. We just came off a great tribute to Captain Joel Gents, who was a uh, combat rescue officer that was lost in Afghanistan. Uh, we decided to do that. We've dedicated this year to those lost in Iraq, but um, Rob was racing at Virginia International VIR Virginia International Raceway, and it just so happened it was right around the anniversary date when we lost Captain Gents. I met Captain Jents's family several years ago when we honored him. Just amazing. So I reached out to Steve and Judy and said would like to do this. And really, what brought that all about was Rob is a Purdue University alumni, and that's what Joel graduated from the University of Purdue, or Purdue University, and he was a cadet in their ROTC program. So the unit they were gracious enough to send a couple unit challenge coins to Rob and his teammate that raced the car together as a team. And that weekend they put the car on the podium both days. And Rob couldn't have said it better. That he's thankful he had Joel racing by him the whole weekend, and he attributed that to the motivation to get it on the podium. So really appreciate that. Um, Rob, you honoring Joel. It was a really special weekend, and we're getting ready to do it again out in Sebring, down in Sebring from where I'm at. And then we got some things planned for Indianapolis, and that's the last two races of the season, if I'm not mistaken, for Rob. Check him out, GT America. Um, and that Sebring race is around the 22nd to the 24th of September. Heading out, one of our newest athletes, um, Brandon Ferguson, is first bull rider rodeo guy that we've had on the team, so it's really cool. OVN's our athlete team is expanding in another sport. I've always been familiar with PBR, but a very patriotic sport, so we're really excited to do more with that. But Brandon is he was just out in Kentucky competing. That's where he lives. Great guy. Still in the active guard or the National Guard. Just finished drill instructor academy. Really great guy. Looking forward to great things working together with Brandon. So, um, big news on the fight side. MMA, sometimes it seems like we sit and we wait. We don't see a fight date. The fighters are getting anxious. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, both two of our MMA fighters get dates. First, October 7th, Marine veteran Liz Carmouche, still women's flyweight champion of the world. This is going to be, I think, her third or fourth title defense. San Diego, October 7th. Bellator 300. Going to be on Showtime live. So you got to check it out live on TV. We'll have dates and times on the website, but it'll be probably 7, 8 that evening. It's West Coast time, so a little earlier out here on the East Coast. So looking for great things. Appreciate Liz, all she does to help us with the message of, hope for our veterans. But champ, go kick that ass, and looking forward to seeing the fight. And then our dude Connor, man. We've been together with Connor, supporting that guy, him supporting us for years now. It seems like I think he's one of our first real. Him and Jackie Reese were our first athletes, but Connor is back. He is in the UFC. He's not back. He's in the UFC. Going to the Contender Series October 10th at the Apex in Vegas. And I tell you what, if you don't follow Connor, the Controller MMA, you got to go out there and see what Dana White had to say about him face to face, and then also on a really cool YouTube video. Really great words about the competitor that Connor is. And I tell you, I watched this guy over the years, and just there's no quit. Solid dude, solid supporting his fellow veterans. Still does free classes for first responders and veterans in his home gym called Mom's Basement. You have to check that out if you're ever in the Boston area or anybody in the Boston area. Check it out, Mom's Basement. Get on the list. Get over there. Get some lessons from Connor. Man, he's truly a tough guy. Great at his sport. Jiu-jitsu is his baseline. Really good stuff. Speaking of jiu-jitsu, we got Tim and Jim are East and West Coast. Tim is new to jiu-jitsu. Also has a nice We Defy scholarship. But he's doing great things, man. I just got some notes on him. He's been dieting, working on his weight, just doing a lot of things, getting better and better. So we're really excited and proud of Tim for what he's accomplishing. And he'll show you that's what a new athlete in our ambassador program is. He's a shining example of how to work your way through things. Tim was a Marine radio operator, and now he's using jiu-jitsu as a therapy of his own type to help himself for therapeutic, spending that time in the gym. And then Jimmy West, nursing some injuries up there in Boston. Jimmy has just been a strong proponent of the program, great competitor, just got his brown belt, so he's moving up a level, working through, like I said, some injuries, but we're looking for exciting stuff for Jimmy as well. And then, Sean Lally just got married, he's got a kid. It's been a little bit of time, but he's running a big boxing gym, Title Boxing, up there in Boston. Stop in and see him if you're ever there. You meet the guy, great MMA fighter, taking a little hiatus from the sport there. Maybe retirement, but I think we'll see him back here. Maybe he'll get the fever again. But great guy. Thanks, Sean, for all you do. Moving on from that, motocross. That's been a huge growth thing in our athlete program. We try to spread it out, but I tell you what, motocross is huge across this country. A lot of veterans are involved in it or want to be involved in it. And we've really worked a lot with a group called the Veteran MX Foundation. And when I say work a lot, it's the VetMX does an amazing job of building small groups around the nation at tracks. So there's any level, even a novice, a new beginner on a dirt bike, there's somewhere for them to get involved with. And we're really, really excited to send a team out to the VetMX Nationals. This is the third year out near Wichita, Kansas, at a beautiful facility called Bar to Bar. Um, the owner, Bruce, out there, just a great guy, supportive of veterans. But we really appreciate all those out there at VetMX. Jason Bennett, my buddy, always supportive of our program. But we're sending 7 of our athletes out there, 6 of our athletes out there, and I will have a picture up. I should be up here in a second. Um, that is going to go out and compete. We got them some cool pit shirts, so they look like a team. But really excited. And they're coming from all over: New Hampshire, Utah, Virginia, North Carolina, Colorado, to represent. And this is much more than just a big race few days. There's a lot of networking and camaraderie and building on that brotherhood of veterans and sisterhood and getting to know each other and leaving there with great connections, a support network to get you throughout the year. So excited for the team to head down there. We got several others that are out there racing. One, I got to shout out Johnny Mathis. Johnny's out in California. He has been an amazing ambassador. Johnny's doing a huge year-long tribute to the 3-1 Marines that were lost in Iraq. He's taken upon himself to. We got a graphics kit on his bike. He's done a bunch of stuff on his own to honor these Marines. Johnny was a Marine. Uh, but he's also started a program there at some local tracks for a heroes division where first responders and military veterans get in there and race. Uh, we covered the $25 registration fee for a couple of the vets to race in his very first one. I think he had 13. It was awesome. We connected with some of those veterans, introduced the organization. So Johnny, hats off to you, buddy. Great work there in California. He's in St. Mary's. Any veterans in that area ride dirt bikes? Connect with Johnny, find out more about what's going on up there. Hey, our buddy Brett Strelo down in South California. Man, I tell you, just what a good dude. Army veteran. He does a lot of work on his own program, his own foundation. Very active in VetMX. He's taking Gold Star families out, hosting them at pro motocross events. I mean, this guy's high speed. He competes at the professional level. Looking for more support for him. It's expensive to race pro, but also he's taking veterans out there. So he's hosted veterans out, take them through the pits, teach them a little about motocross, and really create a connection for them and really help them out. So hats off to Brett, Southern California. And then we got Rich is on a break up in Idaho. He'll start back in this fall doing that wide open desert outdoor long motorbike racing up there in the Cedar Series. Then we got Jake, who's teamed up with a couple other veterans, Brian and Kyle. Kyle's should be one of our ambassadors. He is one already for us. Owns a company called Snow Bike Nation up in Montana. Takes vets out on trips on snow bikes. They're getting ready to do one on dirt bikes. So Jake's part of us, our team leading that event, and OVN will be supporting them, and we'll do some stuff in the fall, in the winter with snow bikes or snowmobiles. So really appreciate what Jake's doing. Just got moved up there, and the dude is just he's all in. Um, Back to motocross directly, Matty Ice up in New Jersey. He's doing a stellar job, man. I tell you, we just got some new graphics on his bike. Um, he had a couple injuries this season, but he sent me his results so far this year, and he's 2 classes he raced, and he's in third and fourth points wise. That's amazing. So keep up the good work, buddy. Up there in New Jersey, we got Don. Don is he's in that Ironman competition, so he's going to be training. He's been training. Let me put it that way: biking, cycling, swimming, and his full time job is flight engineer instructor. What he did in the Air Force, so on the Osprey, but he is going to be running back to back Ironmans. I think in Arizona and Texas, or maybe they're both, but 2 in 1 month, which is nuts. But I can't wait for it, buddy. And it's coming up. It's going to be no time, and you're going to be hitting the track. So, uh, also, um, we got Devin. Devin Denham is our snowcross pro over 30 snowcross racer, pro light. We've been working on getting some support for Devin. He races at the pro level. And again, there's a lot of travel cost involved in that. But it's exciting to see. Just became a platoon sergeant in the Army Reserves up there in Wisconsin. Great dude. So we'll be kicking off the season. We're planning a big event up in Shakopee, Minnesota with him. hopefully to get some Gold Star families out there and honor some of his fellow soldiers. So good luck to Devin. Snowcross.com is the website for that. Follow him on social media, but Denman Racing 72. New guy. So I flew right over all those folks that were going to VetMX, Ryan, Alex, Janelle, Tony, but Crystal and Craig. But we got our newest athlete. We want to welcome to the team, Chase Cleary, dude out of North Carolina, high speed, Army veteran, Afghanistan combat veteran. Uh, got to talk to him on the phone. Alex introduced me one of our other athletes. Great dude, man. We are so excited and proud to have you on the team, Chance. And he's going to be representing OVN there at the VetMX Nationals in Wichita. And Chase himself is very active in VetMX, very big supporter of that, and has done a lot to help other veterans and through our conversation, even kids in the local community. So, really excited to have him. And I always forget, one or two athletes and all that, but what I can't forget is our little guy. We got one junior OVN athlete, uh, and he's been supportive of our program so long. And we brought him on as the first ever OVN junior athlete because of all he's done. But Brant is a go kart racer and a sprint. It's a micro sprint racer. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited because Labor Day, we're going to go out and see him race up at Pittsburgh International Speedway. The little dude is lights out, man. He got that go kart on rails. So we're really excited and proud of you, Brant. Thanks for all you do to support OVN, your veterans, your dad, your family. We just can't tell you how much we really appreciate that. So that's what we got going on. Like I said, I'm sure I was trying to fly through this. I still hit 17 minutes. But everybody, if you don't know what our ambassador athletes do, they are veterans. They're people that serve their country. Some of the most dangerous jobs in the military. They came through that and they spend their time dedicated to their sport, working out to help their physical and mental wellness. And they also work with us to help other veterans work through that same thing and to honor their fellow veterans. These are some amazing Americans that are part of this team, and we are so proud. And when you donate, when you support, when you come out, when you cheer these athletes on, you're cheering on OVN. This is what you're supporting. We're a 100% volunteer organization. Everything we have goes towards the cause, but support and your time and your sharing and your clapping and rooting these veterans on and sharing the information is the most valuable donation that we could ask from you. So thanks for following us. Athletes, thanks for all you do. Stay tuned. We got more coming up this fall. And everybody have a great Labor Day weekend, and we'll talk soon.